Welcome back to GreedFall. We rescued Constantine in the last episode, and here he is in our party, wearing the same outfit than us. Let's go and talk to the captain. He's here somewhere. And then we have some question marks to uncover. But I think they are all back here, and we have to loot everything. Nice, some resin. What's down there? Oh, that might even be where the captain is. I think that is our ship. It's awesome. No, it's not where the captain is. And nothing to loot back here. Even the water is splashing. Look at that. That is so cool. A lookout. Wow, and there's another ship in the distance. I love it. Wait, what? I cannot get across? Are you kidding me? Okay. I have to go all the way back. Dang it. Ah, there he is.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. Some children we'd be best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's niece. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir Freddy. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Yeah, sure. Disappearance among the notes. Investigate the disappearance. When did you see him for the last time?
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Norts, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Lauro.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
These are the other things.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
Nothing to bother yourself about. I'm just curious.
You wouldn't, by the sheerest of coincidences, be on the trail of a couple of heretics, Your Excellency. The same a couple of the ambassadors of Ptolemy's men have been looking for nigh on 2 days.
And so you know about that?
Of course. The Cardinal's henchmen are hard to miss, even in a crowd. And they were making quite a fuss, hoping we would cave in and help them in their hunt. Feel free to carry out your own investigation, but you'll end up with the same answers. The port brigs, just like the warehouses, are property of the Nords. No one else may enter.
I think I already entered in the last episode.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel.
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates, after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten it into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tirfredi. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office.
Oh, we don't want to get aboard yet. Will that... Oh, maybe to ask the other notes about the boy.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
No, we're not.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to
Uh-oh.
make or any final business to put into
Whew.
order, now is the time.
Good.
You were quite right. I do have a thing or two to put in order.
Then be quick with it. There isn't much time left before the tide rolls out.
We have a lot to do. The knots.
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Nords master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is seaborn. He is a Nord from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Nords for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
Could you tell me anything about our destination? The island of Tirfredi?
It is a magnificent place. Wild. Spared from your wars and your mines, for now. The natives have a relationship with their land and consider it sacred. They're a very friendly people, welcoming, that will appear to you strangely familiar. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures, some enormous. But I wouldn't know what else to tell you. I've never strayed far from the ports.
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? It is the biggest high seas port on the continent. Thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city, it holds a particular status for us Nords. Certain zones are owned completely by us. and maritime law holds office. It's a good port. Were it not for the Malachor, it would be a pleasant place to dock.
It's a good port.
Be back
That's all
soon,
we need to
Captain.
know.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a Captain Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
That poor guy up there. He's stuck. Can I help you? There you go. Oh. Sorry to make you scrub the floor. Okay. Now how do we get into jail? Is there something? Yeah, there is. We should also sell our stuff, or dismantle it at least. Otherwise our inventory will be full when we get to Tier 3. Hello? It looks cool. Oh! Wait. Oh. Zones controlled by other fractions. This zone is under the control of another fraction than yours. Certain places are forbidden for you. To costume only the torso of the fraction will allow you to trick the guards. You can also try a stealth approach, but if a guard spots you, it will result in a violent response and damage your reputation with this faction. Weird, because I mean, we have the prince with us. Aren't we allowed to go anywhere? It's our city after all. Or is it not? Where's that man? There. Oh, that's the guy on my map.
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsilion. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed, but he's never worried about me. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... ta-da! My fair cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important departure.
Take away the risk and halve the pleasure, de Corsilion. It is the salt of life.
I fear that some of my teachings have been misunderstood. But you wanted to ask me something, de Sade?
Yeah. What about your future role on the
What
island?
will be your official title on Tifredi? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master. I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Yeah, I do, actually. Let's get going. To actually accomplish something here. Like looting. My most favorite pastime. There must be something back here. Or not. We're back here again. We've been here before. Why's there blood? Dang it. So, let's check that corner. I haven't been here. Or if I have, then I missed that loot. Okay. Now let's get serious here.
Captain, milady, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
You're going to have to wait. We need to find a way to clear the access to the warehouse.
Oh. Okay. I cannot be there. Now. That is Harbormaster's office. But we cannot get in there. We need one of the codes. How do we get one though? These are all the warehouses where we have to go, but where we cannot. Oh. Okay. We've been there. Now that is something where we need to go.
The hiding place of this smuggler is filthy. But perhaps we'll discover some useful information.
Ah, now I can talk to you. A smuggler's journal. I have 2 new clients. They want to go to Assad and the Inquisitors are on their heels, which will not make my job any easier. I think I can get them onto a ship inconspicuously, but we will have to be cautious, and I hope that they will prove patient and discreet. I will hide them away in a warehouse behind the harbor office, where the Inquisitors will never dare to enter. Okay. Wait, what? I can still interrogate, can't I?
Good day. Someone told me that you were a friend of Jonas, the young cabin boy who was gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taking the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. 1 drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you'd guess, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet.
Oof.
If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
I need to be going. Farewell.
That is young indeed. Now, she said she heard something by the canal. We should take that seriously, even if she was drunk. That might be a hint.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Thank you, Lauro. I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here. I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
We'll find him. I'm sure of that. Because I will search for him. There's the witness, most probably in the tavern. And he said some well-dressed thugs, right? Yeah, it's in the tavern for sure. Because he's a regular. Let's maybe use that crafting table now that we're here. And get rid of the stuff that we don't want to use like that. And the old stained shirt, we don't need that. For leather. And I think here we want to keep everything. Laced drink. Metal dowels. I still don't know why we would want that, or why it is a quest item. That's kind of weird. An old dagger. Oh, is it better than what we have? That is not. But maybe... Maybe... we should look what our companions have. Disguise yourself as a knot. Yes. Yes, but problem is... I don't have a disguise. Oh, maybe I... Did I just dismantle my disguise? Oh no. Uh-oh. Well, we'll have to see about that. I might have. That will be bad.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
I am looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who has been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping. In my establishment. You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
I mean, it was outside.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
No, I think we're good.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Well, he did give up his chair at the table because he's not at the table. He's standing there. Oops. Excuse me?
Who are you?
Oh,
I don't recognize you. Am I in your
he
debt?
is sick.
No, have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I'm here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, my lady, you're in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Ah,
Where can I find
that
him?
rings a bell.
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man
Yeah.
is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Yeah, that's true. We know his house. We've been there. Okay, in that case, now I'm a bit worried if he had that disguise already or not. I don't know what the Nauts are wearing. I mean, we saw... Oh, FG. We saw that there were like fraction symbols And yeah, these are the wrong ones. So maybe that sailors one was one that we could have used. Dang it. That's unfortunate. Interrogate the smuggler. Where would he have been? Go and see the heretics in their hideout. Disguise yourself as a Naut. Tamper with the ship's law. Oh right, we have to do that too. There's so many things. But that's all here. Yeah. So let's first find that boy. Shelby. Seems to be more important. What's the closest path? I think up here. Around here. Did I miss anything here? No. No loot.
Might I help you, my lady?
Still scrubbing the walls, eh?
With Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Oh, thanks. That was easy. You know where she is. In the bedroom. Yep.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lady de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We are looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirm that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it is their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
I don't believe her.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Yeah, both can be true, that he was taken, but that he doesn't want to leave because that's his family now. I mean, the Nauts. And he should have a choice by himself. If he likes that life, then he should live it. Learn more about the Naut contracts. Oh, I've been here. I think that's the captain maybe I can speak to. Ah. That's that guy. Oh right, and here I cannot go through. What can we see what kind of disguise I need? Maybe the dirty shirt. They all wear dirty shirts. Dang it. That's for sure what we needed, right? Oh gosh. I messed that up. I think. I hope not. He's waving. Yes, it's the captain. He won't tell us though. Or maybe he will. For them it might be
Are you
Numa.
ready? Can we weigh anchor? We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
They sold him to the Nords for some service. Oh, that's... I mean, that's brutal on their side.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Oh, how I would like my father to be implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher must surely know what's going on here. Let's go talk to him.
Yeah, it sounds to me that they sold their son and then later regretted it.
Yes? Well, how can your old professor be of service to you?
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child, due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son in an agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, That is ugly.
Yeah.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Oh, she didn't want to admit it. I think he's in the warehouses where we have been. Dang, yeah. He sold his son. Oh, I know where I am. Wait, cannot open that? Oh, okay, I see why. Yeah, we need to go back to the Fontaine house. Okay, okay. I think we already... Ah, we are here! I think we already know where he is, but... Of course, we have to find out by the game's rules again. Does she? No, she doesn't sell anything, does she?
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
I am indeed. Oh. Note to the attention of the servant. Alice, I would like you to prepare several meals and bring them to the warehouses we own on the canal. My husband will have to work there with his clerk and his men for a few days, so make sure that there is enough food for everyone. And be discreet. We do not want other families to know about what is happening.
This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
Absolutely. That is exactly what we are going to do. Okay, it's these. I don't think we should just walk in. Now I think I know why we could climb. Uh-oh.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
A handful of underlings don't scare us away. Right, cousin?
Oh, be quiet. Do I have to babysit them? Okay. Uh-oh. Wait, what? It's not possible, right? It's not possible to do that sneakily. I mean... Okay. He's down. Oh gosh. He has a... He's dead anyways. Okay. So either I'm really bad with sneaking, or it's really hard. Which would be okay. It is hard to sneak. And we killed him. Although it says it's too difficult to do so. And we leveled! Awesome. Let's do that. We gained a level here, but not here. I think only level 4 we gain a next point. Yeah. What do we do? We don't want to wield one-handed weapons, I think. 20%. 20% set trap. Stasis. Where's that? Oh, it's an attribute, right? The lockpicking. Oh, it's a talent. Yeah. We have that because we do have the gloves, right? So either we level that tree, long blades, devastating kick, strong kick. Yeah, I think roll. I want to have that. And we will fight with the blade the most anyways. Okay. Yeah, there must have been a possibility to sneak past here and then get down there without them seeing us. Maybe I was just... or it was just not the right moment to come out of here because I should have seen that he turns. I think it must be possible, we just have to be more careful. Speaking of being careful, let's try it this time. Oh, that's the door that was blocked. It's blocked. Not anymore. Okay, he's back there. I think we could have just walked in the front door. There's a cell. Oh, and we can break that wall.
So it's here that our man keeps his son. Abusive fathers.
Oh, nice. Nice. Okay.
Who are you?
My name is Desarde. I'm legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to your ship. I will see you there.
Okay. That was easy. In case we hadn't have the option to lockpick, I think we can just explode stuff. Yeah, I wonder if it would have just be able to come through the main door. It seems like, right? Oh, maybe there are people up there. No, we could have just walked in. Funny. Well, there we are. But now, how do we find disguise? Maybe he sells something?
It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Depends. That isn't a fraction at all. The hats. Merchant spread. Oh, we want that. That is what we have. Here. That's what we need. Customs officer sailor coat. A linen shirt and a stain shirt. So no, they don't have fractions, so it wasn't that. Maybe we had one of these? I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure we can find... Yeah, maybe we have to buy it. I'm not sure. We'll find out. But not in this episode. Thank you so much for watching it. Have a wonderful and adventurous day and goodbye.